K1 in terms of these two molecular charts here, just how different the vitamin K1, which relates to coagulation, and vitamin K2 are. What's similar about them is the head of the molecule, the tail of the molecule. The carbon chain is very different with double bonds found in a much longer chain on vitamin K2, MK7, which is why it's called MK7.
Alrighty.
Oh, sorry.
Next up, that's okay.
I lag behind here. I'll get some more steps in.
I like that little side skip. That was kind of like...
Just doing my little soft shoe, yes.
That was very good. I like that. All right.
Need a hat and cane next.
Do you dance?
Well, we're not going to be doing it here. Just as I said, no singing and dancing here.
Come on.
I'll do that in the privacy of my own home, yes. What do they say? Dance like no one's watching? Right. That wouldn't be now.
Yeah, okay. People are watching.
Yes, people are watching, okay. Hopefully, yes.
All right, well, we're going to go and talk next about glucosamine and chondroitin. This is the most affordable way to buy glucosamine and chondroitin if you have joint issues. And you know if you do. It's interesting, a woman on my Facebook was just asking, does Andrew Lessman manufacture something for joints? Yes, he does. And it's right here, glucosamine and chondroitin.
39 years.
Yes, 39 years.
We've been doing glucosamine and chondroitin before anyone even contemplated glucosamine and chondroitin. I remember back in those days, I was doing seminars for doctors, and I had to explain to them what glucosamine and chondroitin were, because it was not something that anyone was familiar with. Mucopolysaccharides, these glycosaminoglycans, that's the class of molecules these represent. And these are actually building blocks of joint tissue. So they're not drugs or medicines that work on joint tissue. These are, just as we were talking about before, calcium is a component of our bone, a vital component. Glucosamine and chondroitin are vital components of the structural tissue, the unique structural tissue that define our joints.
So we have a 60, a 120, a 240, or a 480 cap size here. So you can really stock up on a large one if you'd like to. The savings are huge. You're actually saving more than you're spending. If you go for the 480, you're at $99.90. Same here, you're saving as much as you're spending if you go with the 240, the 120, and the 60. As you can see, the larger the size, the bigger the savings, of course. Free shipping and handling on every one of Andrew Lessman's products, and this is an anniversary price, good for the 22nd anniversary visit. And remember, we have a little thing at the bottom of the screen here reminding you that the return policy is being extended till the end of January because we have come into holiday gift giving season. A lot of people start thinking about getting a head start on their holiday shopping. So if that is you, note that there is that extended return policy that makes this great. But the bottom line is, if you have joint issues, and you know if you do, you know, some issues we don't know, like some things, you know, like for example, if your liver, something, you know, our livers don't, you don't get a liver ache, but you get joint aches.
Oh, well, I often talk about that our liver, when we talk about our phosphatidylcholine, that our liver doesn't talk to us.
Right.
Rest assured, it's constantly working and working hard.
Right.
You know, we go up a flight of stairs, we know our heart is working, our lungs are working. You drink 3 vodkas, you don't feel your liver working.
Right.
But in terms of our joints, we're simply aware with our joints of the passage of time, that our joints function differently as we get older. I was saying the other day that one of the more exciting things for me is the summer is where I do my really hard outdoor activity, when I run mountain trails, everything uphill. I try to go do as much vertical as I can, going up to say 14,000 feet. That's what I love to do. And usually at the summer, my joints feel a bit taxed. This summer, knock on wood, touch wood, everything feels great. And for me, the 2 products I rely on, because I depend on my joints to work very hard for me, and I'm not as young as I used to be, the 2 products I rely on are the glucosamine chondroitin, which I've been taking for about 40 years or so. I've been making it for 39 years, and our marine collagen peptides. Marine collagen peptides. Turmeric is great to soothe our joints as well, but those are really the 3 products that approach our joints. The collagen matrix that the glucosamine and chondroitin are integrated in, and of course turmeric playing its soothing role. So those are the 3 ingredients if you want to do the optimum natural support affordably for your joints. Those are the 3 key ingredients.
There we go. Try it. You will love it. And it doesn't matter what joints are bugging you. It might be your knees, Might be your hips, could be your back, your neck, your fingers, your elbow, your shoulders. I mean, you think of all the joints, this really does go to work, and it makes a huge difference.
And the key is the proper form. We deliver it in the proper form that follows the research. And again, as I said before, glucosamine and chondroitin aren't drugs. As much as my industry might attempt to position glucosamine and chondroitin and collagen or turmeric, they'll try to position turmeric like it's an anti-inflammatory drug. These are not drugs or medicines. These are, in particular, glucosamine and chondroitin, they're structural molecules. It would be like positioning calcium like it's a drug or medicine for osteoporosis. We know it's not a drug or medicine for osteoporosis, but we know in terms of osteoporosis and osteopenia, calcium is something that we want to help deposit in our bone to have healthy bone tissue. So again, not a drug or a medicine, but just a natural component that our body relies on to maintain these tissues.
There we go. And I'm like Andrew, I've been taking this product since you brought it to us.
22 years.
22 years, and it makes a world of difference. I would love to invite anybody, and this also would make a fabulous gift. If you know anybody that has joint issues, what a wonderful gift. Remember, we've extended the return policy with gift giving in mind. So this is the gift of just a better quality of life. Because if your joints are bugging you, and you know if they are, because our joints let us know in no uncertain terms when they are unhappy, and there is nothing worse. So for me, my main joint issue is my back. I injured myself when I was younger. When I was in high school, I was a springboard diver, and I injured my back really badly. And I've been going to chiropractors all these years. I still chiropractor. I still go once a month for adjustments, but my back overall is in very good shape considering where it could be if I weren't doing the maintenance and taking good care.
And most of us have our kind of friends we've brought with us, the things we've done over the course of our lifetime. And again, this is not a drug or a medicine, but it's just a recognition that we've done certain things that require our special attention to give our body what it needs so our body can do its best to take care of us. That's
there we go.
What it is.
Okay, I know we have to wrap this up. Thank you so much. We have a monthly special.
Just quickly.
Okay, because
we're going to try to do some testimonials.